Hello YouTube. Thanks for checking into my channel again. It has been quite a while since I made a video. I just haven't really gotten around to it, to be honest, but have done quite a bit of stuff to the G8 as well as my motorcycle, so I figured this is the perfect time to catch you guys all up on what I've changed, modified, stuff like that. So why don't we start with the G8, probably my favorite toy. All right, let's kick things off by talking about what I've changed under the hood. So first of all, we're going to start with my custom fuse box cover. There's a guy named Chris Fretch on Facebook. He makes these not just for G8s, but a lot of cars. You can pretty much do whatever design and logos that you want, and then you fill in the blanks for all this information. For me personally, I have the LSX with the Pontiac logo. Mine's the G8 GXP, of course. Big Red is the nickname for my car. That's just what I call it. The GM Performance Division logo is there. And then all my information. So it's the 6.2 V8. That's the power that about roughly it puts to the wheels. The paint code, which is liquid red. GXP build, of course, there were only that many made, and that's what number mine is. And that's how many of those that were in my specific setup: automatic, liquid red, no sunroof, GXP. So yeah, there's that. Moving on over here, now we have my wrinkle red valve covers. They're actually taller than stock, probably like 3 times taller. They're made to accommodate up to 750 engine lift, or about, So, and then of course it gets rid of the hideous ignition coil brackets, so it really cleaned up the engine bay. And then of course it's red, so it matches the car. And then I went ahead and, so it came with a billet valve, or valve cover cap, but it's threaded. And my breather was made for a factory style oil cap. So my friend Nate, which you guys know, I've mentioned him in my post before, he had one of these that just threaded in, and we put a little fitting in there and then put this breather on top to vent the crankcase. And then for the other side, we just put a hose with a small filter, because I was getting some crankcase pressure when I put these on. And then we added a catch can. This is a Billet Technology catch can. Works pretty decent. So we're all good there. Next, I switched out the old, ugly power steering fluid reservoir for this Mishimoto one. Nice black anodized one. Fits very nicely. And it doesn't get loose like my factory one did because the tab was broken. So, did that. And then I moved the heater hoses over here because they were just laying on top of the engine, looking all ugly. So that's what I did for now. You can buy a heater hose relocation kit, but it's $200. But it runs it along the side of the strut tower over here, the side of the engine, runs it up over to the back there. So it does look nice, but like I said, $200 just for some heater hoses and lines. But overall, it's looking very nice under here now. So now I can pop the hood and it actually looks like something instead of just a stock engine. It actually looks like I did quite a bit of stuff, which I did. It's cammed and did completely upgraded the valve train and stuff. But now there's actually something to look at. Next thing I wanted to touch on, they're just little things, but whoops. I put some black decals over the Pontiac G8 letters, just for a little bit of my own personal touch. And I put this nitrous outlet plate on the back, since I am running nitrous on this. But I'm still waiting for Eric Tao to tell me that the carbon fiber spoilers are ready to ship, because I will buy one and put that on ASAP. And that'll look sick on the back of this. And also, if you guys didn't know, over the winter, I switched out the tranny for a used one from a wrecked GXP that had only 65,000 miles on it. And so now it's got a healthy transmission because this car has 223,000 miles on it now. So the transmission was getting tired. So I bought that, had it swapped in, and then I bought a new torque converter from FTI, custom made for my setup. So it's built for a 3600 stall nitrous cam motor, 6.2. 6-speed automatic, of course. So it's built, it wasn't like off the shelf. We sent them the specs for my build and they set it up. They built the converter for my setup. So it is a 3600 stall and, set up for my cam and all that nitrous and stuff. So, and then did a 390 gear ratio in the differential from Motive Gear. And so that's going from a stock 327 gear ratio to a 390. So that is a huge jump. Now the reason that makes a difference is because the shorter gear ratio is going to turn the wheels faster, therefore accelerating the car faster. It's not adding any power, it's just utilizing the ratio. I don't know exactly how that all works, but basically the shorter gear ratio, you get better acceleration, but you lower your top speed. The lower gear ratio, you're going to have more top end, but it's going to hurt your low end like acceleration. So, but it's a 6-speed, so it should still hit 160, 180, no problem. So I'm not going for top speed records here. I'm going for quarter mile. That's what I want this car to be. Just a street car, quarter mile car, cruiser. That's pretty much it. I'm not going for insane power like record numbers or anything. I just want it to be reliable and be able to drive it whenever and wherever I want. Like if I wanted to drive it to Missouri, like I just did a couple weeks ago, did like 1,000 miles, then I can. And it has AC. So yeah. I mean, right now, it probably makes like 430 to the wheels, 440. And now I've actually got a flex fuel kit coming in so we can tune it for E85. So that should put me at the 450 wheel horse mark NA. And that's with the 390 gear ratio, which actually hurts dyno numbers. And like a shorter gear ratio and a higher stall is going to hurt your dyno numbers. So if I was on a stock ratio, stock converter, it'd probably dyno like 480, 490 to the wheels with the flex fuel kit, on E85. And that's without the nitrous. So, but once I get it on E85, I'm going to get the nitrous bottle refilled. And then I think in October, late September or October, me and my friends are going to go to the track in Cedar Falls and again do a quarter mile. And this thing should do low 11s on the nitrous. That's what I think, because I ran an 11.7 with the nitrous, just stock converter, stock gears, high mileage transmission, so it was tired. So 11.7 at 117, it should do like 11.1 or 11 flat. That's what I think. If I go faster than that, I'd be mind blown. But that pretty much covers it for this. Oh, one more thing. I repainted my kidney grills, which unfortunately paint's already chipping. I think I just need to have them hydro dipped. But I bought this black Pontiac Arrowhead for the bumper. That's way better than the chrome. That looks way better. And then I cleaned up the headlights again, which I think this one is going to have to be like wet sanded, because I kind of messed that up when I tried to clean them up with the headlight restoration kit. Anyway, but that's everything for the G8. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I think next thing is for this is gonna be boost, but I want to get the Grand Prix fixed up. I broke the differential big time, so this thing needs some love. I put too much money in the G8. Time to focus on the turbo car. Alright, now for my Sportster. I've changed quite a bit since the last time I made a video on it. Kind of. But I added this small fairing here. These LED Front headlights here. They're actually really nice. And they flash orange. So I really like that. It's a nice touch. And then I recently added this backrest. And actually I think it looks pretty good. Little Sportster, ready for a road trip. It would do it no problem. You know, I went to Sturgis last year, so. But I've got some rear side signals that also will act as brake lights on the way. I think I'm gonna mount them right here. There's already a hole. I'm just gonna have to probably drill it a little bigger. But I gotta replace this taillight. This taillight sucks. It doesn't fit very well. So yeah, I think it's not a whole lot of change, but definitely made a difference. Passenger will be comfortable now. It's good stuff. So that pretty much covers everything. To update you guys on my toys. This Saturday, I'm going to Austin for the River Rats Car Show. I haven't been in that show in probably 7 years, because it was 2015. So 8 years. It's crazy. But it was a big show, and as far as I know, it always has been. And last time I was there, I had the Maroon Grand Prix, and so that really tells you how long ago that was for me. But now I'll have the G8, and it's far from stock. So people that haven't seen me in a while, especially because I have put on kind of a bit of muscle since then, because I was like 120 pounds back then, and now I'm like 200 pounds, and I'm fairly lean. I can't. Sorry, but yeah. So you get the idea. People that haven't seen me in a while might not recognize me, and then they'll see the car, and it's just going to be different. But I'm excited for the show. I'm going to have to leave early, because then after that, I got to drive to Slayton, Minnesota, which is north of Worthington off I-90, if any of you guys know where Worthington is. But there's a cruise-in, and my dad lives near the area where the cruise-in is. It's called Key Largo on, I can't remember the name of the lake, but it's by Slayton. But the bar and grill is called Key Largo on the lake. So I'll try to get some footage and stuff if I can, but busy Saturday with family and friends. Everything's going good with the cars and stuff so far. So anyway, once again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.